Say Anita, and I just got finished working out, and I want to share something with you. So this life adventure, this faith adventure with God, man, has all kind of twists and turns. As you know, I'm a mother, and yesterday one of my kids did something that no, I guess maybe for some parents, like you just be like, rah, just blow up real bad, like be like, bro, what is wrong with you? What are you thinking? You know what I mean? All of that other kind of stuff. And to a degree, I did that, but not like not like I thought I would have. Um, Not like yelling and at the top of my lungs or, how did you do this and da da da. Da, da. Now, don't get me wrong. I there was a part of me that really wanted to do that. There was a part of me that wanted to yell and just be just pissed off and oh my god and la la la, right? Like because that was the I think that was the expected response, right? That's what you would expect that you would do. Um, but I'm gonna tell you something about, well, I guess it's been about 10, 11 years ago. I had a situation where, um, quite truthfully, like, I mean, I basically found someone with someone that shouldn't have been with someone. I'll put it like that, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. And you would have thought, like, I could have gone to jail that day because most people probably would have gone to jail for fighting and going after people in the situation, but I didn't. And it was the first time that I noticed, and I was like, this is crazy because I should be yelling and everybody in our vicinity should be able to hear how irate I am and going after this person and da da da. And I didn't. And what happened is that I was so angry that I got quiet, or I got more quiet. And that was the first time that had ever happened to me. Because listen, I was the type of person, and was listen, we was gonna fight. Just what, knuck if you buck, and don't come after me like that, right? Like I was always ready. Quick tongue, I'm gonna cut you with my tongue, and I'm gonna hit you with my fist. You know what I'm saying? Like ready, on sight. You hear me? So way back then, when that didn't happen, I was like, bro, what is this? And I was so I think I don't know. I can say that me and God were walking in a way, and are today still, but back then I'm like trying to think, like I was so exhausted and was like, God, I'm giving everything to you. I don't know how to handle all this. Excuse me. So when that happened, I was expecting I was going down there to fight, but I wasn't. I didn't. I didn't even barely raise my voice. I'm telling you that to tell you that even to this day, 13, 11 years later, nah, 10 years later. Whoa, 10 years later from that, um, yesterday I had the opportunity to really get ignorant and to go off and to just blow up and do all the things, and I just didn't. And there was a part of me, like the old self of me, that wanted to. I wanted to blow up. I wanted to go off. I wanted to just be like, man, why are you doing this? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what is help me understand, right? I'm like, like I wanted to just go all in, but I couldn't. It was like the more I tried to get to that place, the calmer I became. And I was like, God, what is this? What is this? And what I recognized, because it was like the more angry I tried to get, what I realized is that I was disappointed, that I was sad that trust had been broken, that I was sad that their decision meant more to them than our relationship. That my child's decision to do what they did was more important, and whatever they received from doing that was more important than our relationship and what we were building. And that broke my heart. And this morning, we talked out a whole bunch of stuff and did all that, and I was like, God, how am I supposed to handle this? Like what's the appropriate discipline for this? Like, I don't know. Because y'all, I mean, listen, if you're a parent out there, this ain't easy. Nobody gives you a rule book. You don't know how to do this all the time. And what I'm learning, number one, I've always known that every child is different, at least my children, every child is different. So the approach to them is different. And the conversation with them is different because they're different people. And so with this child, it's no different. Like, it's been like this since the beginning because their approach to stuff is so different. Sorry for using all different, but I mean it's different. And so I've had to be creative over the years, and this particular instance is more of the same. And I said, God, like, what do we do? And so this morning I went on a walk. You see, I'm still in my workout clothes, and when I went on that walk, I said, I need to know what number one, like, why don't I get mad like that anymore? Why don't I just, yeah, go in? Well, he was like, yeah, because we have been walking together, and what I've been doing is depositing my nature into you, bringing it out more, because we're a reflection of him, right? So it's like he's bringing that more to the forefront and less of all the developed behavior and reactions and responses that I gave back in the day. And so I was like, yeah, but I want to be mad. He said, you know what? I want to be mad too. When y'all go do whatever you want to go do. When you choose to do something that would lessen or stretch our relationship negatively, I'm sad and I'm disappointed because you felt like whatever that was more important than our relationship. Y'all, I almost started crying on that walk because I was like, wow, God, wow. And he said, so what you're feeling is not anger. What you're feeling is sadness and disappointment because you value the relationship and what you're building with that child. And the child didn't value the relationship like you did. Or they valued what they wanted to do more than what they're building with you. And I was like, oh, and he said, and that's what happens with me. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not like, a punishing father waiting on you to mess up. I'm gonna get you. I knew you was gonna do that. No, he's not even doing that. He's like, I wasn't doing that. What I'm doing is I'm trying to show you how much I love you, it by any means necessary, so that you would then go, oh my gosh, he loves me, and I want to get to know him better. I want to have relationship with him, and so then you begin to grow together. But when our pride, our lust, and things that draw us away, our desires, our ego, when we want what we want, want what we want when we want it, all of that stuff, it doesn't sever your relationship with God. It just shows you what is more important. Is having sex with them more important than your relationship with God? Like, is um smoking more important than your relationship with God? Is gaslighting people and slander and gossiping about folks, that's more important than God? Is working more important than God? Is your boo thing more important than God? Like, there's so many scenarios that we all that put in front of God. Like, it's like all of my life and then God, right? And when things are going good, then we go, "Oh, I just want to thank God for this and that." But when things are going bad, we like, "God, what you doing?" What? Those are decisions. And really what happens is that God is like when he was telling me, he said, people don't always value the relationship. They want the benefits of the relationship, but they don't always value the relationship. And they sure don't want to do what it takes to actually be in a healthy relationship, which is when you're in a healthy relationship with someone, whether it's friendship, romantic, co-working, professional relationship, you're making a decision in that relationship that you will choose them. that you will choose the relationship over the other stuff. Period. I choose my friend, right? And you're gonna choose the right thing, right? I'm gonna make that decision that, you know what, this would hinder my relationship. I'm not gonna do this because then this would affect the relationship that I have going on. And like it's going on pretty good, man. I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to mess this up. And so then when we value, like this is what my kid did. They valued doing what they did more than what we were building. And that I'm telling you, that broke my heart. And it's still breaking my heart. And I don't even know how to fix it. And when I was like, God, like, what do I do? Like he said, you're just gonna love them right back to me and love them back to you. Now, I'm a black parent out here. Ain't nobody taught you how to love. You be like, get. And that was me, and with other kids, I got 3 kids. Again, different types of approaches to all of them. That doesn't work with this child. It doesn't work with this child. And so I said, Lord, well, how do I need to do that? And he said, I mean, we just gonna take it day by day. And I was like, is this what you do with us? Yeah, I'm gonna love you. Draw you with my love and kindness. Jeremiah 31:3. I draw you. The Lord draws us with his loving kindness toward his everlasting love. Like he's like, I love you with an everlasting love. I'm gonna draw you with that. I'm not gonna beat you down. I'm not gonna shame you. I'm not gonna condemn you. I'm not getting ready to call you less than who I created you to be. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you true love. And he believes in his love so much that that's exactly what he does. All this, I'm gonna draw you out with love. Now, before you get on here and be like, oh, but what about when he almost destroyed them in Egypt and this and this, blah blah blah. He did almost. And Moses was like, hey, what if these folk they ain't gonna believe that you know what to do with your folk? He was like, you know what, you right. Because I mean, God even says I won't strive with you always. Because at a certain point, he's like, go on and do what you're gonna do. His love doesn't change, but he will let you suffer the consequences of all the decisions that you make. And that sucks. Trust and believe. I don't like that. I tried that. That ain't every consequence. Just, oh, it was bad. And so I want to encourage you and just, yeah, encourage you to say that when we do these things, when we make bad decisions and we're trying to, strengthen our relationship with God, listen, it's going to happen. You're going to do something that God was like, yo, hey, let's refrain from doing this or let's go down this path. And you'd be like, oh, but this path look really good. And like it's this, he's like, turn right. You know what? If I keep straight, I know like us because right there I can see XYZ. Like we got all the reasons and all the things to not walk with God because we don't trust that what he's saying is actually the best thing. And many times we feel like if I can just go and I can do it and I'll go this way and it'll work out. Sometimes it looks like it works out, and then in the end you be like, this was trash. Ask me how I know. I no, I just got to the point I was like, I'm tired of breaking God's heart. I'm tired of breaking God's heart. Now, does that mean I do everything perfectly? I'm gonna tell you a big fat no. That is not the truth. I'm progressing just like you are. It's just that God has shown me some things, and He's like, I want you to share what you're learning with people. Okay, it ain't always pretty out here. I still have to practice what I preach. So when God says, I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna draw you with love and kindness, then guess what? That is for us too. We can draw people with love and kindness. We can say, hey, man, let's reestablish trust. Let's reconnect and let's see like what the real deal is because once we do things like that, then we are building relationship and we're not tearing people down in the name of discipline, in the name of you gonna learn today. And so yeah, Please know that God is not mad at you. He's not trying to punish you. He's not, he's gonna simply, he's simply sad that we choose other things over our relationship with him, other people over our relationship with him. And that's how I've been feeling, about my child. And so I'm going to take my cues from him and I'm going to rock with him so that I know what to do, so that I know how to love them back to him and to me and reestablish that relationship and trust that we lost in that decision. So anyway, okay, I hope that was helpful. Feel free to comment, make sure to subscribe and like, and I will talk to you later on. Have a great day.